US attempts to destroy more technologically advanced MS-21 officially failed. Within 2 years, Russia replaced US and Japan-made composite materials that in near past become object of sanctions. Today, Russia not only possesses patent technologies of making so-called black wing, but also has necessary materials for making it. So how did the US help to make this happen? According to the head of Minpромtorg, Denis Manturov, Russian-made composite wing designed for MS-21 arrived to Irkutsk aviation plant, and after all fitting and installation works will be ready to start flying tests that should start before the end of this year. 2 years ago, US left Russia without its and Japanese composites, however all the obstacles were successfully crushed. MS-21 first Russian passenger jet made from blank page and has better general characteristics in its class than Boeing and Airbus competitors. However, due to sanctions, this ambitious project was under serious threat. Where exactly composite black wing was made? This wing will give MS-21 way better flying characteristics, increase jet speed, and will be more efficient on fuel in comparison with Boeing 737 MAX and Airbus A320neo jets. Using durable and lightweight composites allowed to improve aerodynamical characteristics when increase in the diameter of the fuselage. Wide passenger cabin gives more comfort for both passengers and cabin crew, and also allows faster boarding procedures that reduce time that aircraft spend in the airport. The only disadvantage of composite wing, technically it is more difficult and more expensive to make it. However, pros overweight cons. This absolutely unique wing making technology was first developed and patented in Russia and does not exist anywhere in the world. This is solely Russia's know-how. This technology was first applied for the manufacture of the Kazan, power base of the wing, an innovative technology of the vacuum infusion patented in Russia. Traditional wing is scorched from separate parts at ultra-high temperatures, while Russians decide to use more energy-efficient technology. Russian-made infusion technology allows to make panels immediately to the length of the entire wing and without high temperatures. This gives a huge advantage in the cost of production. That's why MS-21 is cheaper than its Western competitors. Technology was fully Russian, however, the very materials were foreign-made, and Americans used this dependency. Most likely they never believed Russia will be able to create something like MS-21. Most likely they never believed Russia will be able to create something like MS-21, but once saw a new competitor, immediately imposed sanctions. From the beginning it was planned to buy American and Japanese-made composite materials, as Russian-made ones at that period of time did not meet quality requirements. It is obvious US were afraid of more technologically advanced competitor from Russia. Despite that, within 2 years Russia created its own highest standard materials. Country's leading chemists and technologists along with scientists and specialists from Moscow State University and Rosatom Enterprises took part in the development and production of composite materials. Today Russia has not only necessary technologies for the production of black wing, but materials too. The last task, start mass production of these materials. Huge bonus is that MS-21 with Russian black wing will not need to be recertified, as the characteristics are the same as all foreign-made ones. Only the very material need to be certified. In the same way, Russia is certifying its own PD-14 engine for MS-21 to replace Western-made ones. Laboratory tests foreign and homemade wing are the same. First, the carbon fiber is tested for a variety of characteristics, including braking, stretching, and so on. Secondly, MS-21 flight with Russian-made black wing. Later, small plates are scorched, which are also tested for braking, breakdown, stretching, and deformation. Once prototype meets necessary parameters, they proceed to the creation of full-fledged wing. However, testing do not end here. SAG conducts a set of tests to understand wing possibilities. Creating PD-14 engine and own black wing from own materials is a huge deal, as Russia substitutes two most important parts of the plane. In the end, MS-21 failed to fly. Of course, new American sanctions and following delay start of the deliveries are possible, as each year delays means higher profit for American corporations. Although scale of production between Russia and American Boeing is incomparable, as Russia only plans to make 70 MS-21 a year, while Boeing makes 600 of them yearly. Despite that, it is still a big problem for Boeing, as they will lose around $7 billion a year. Due to global pandemics, demand for new airlines fell down dramatically, which means increased competition. And as usual, once gentlemen from US cannot compete fairly, all tools to keep hegemony are thrown to the game to keep the status quo. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell.